Overthinking is something everyone does. I don't think there's anyone on earth that doesn't overthink. So you're not normal for overthinking. I even do still. I know, sure. So anyhow, firstly, what's overthinking? I think we all know that I went around the rabbit hole for you guys and to get a better understanding of what I'm discussing. So stay tuned. So firstly, what's overthinking? Overthinking is when you dwell on the same thoughts over and over again, like the way you think you overthink, that it disrupts your life. So that's the downside. Like overthinking doesn't always have any productive. It's always going to disrupt your life, right? And you keep living the moment over and over again. So I'm gonna give a quick story, right? Three stories, but the first one is something that happened more recent to me. And so yesterday, I think most of you all use Snapchat, right? And you know when you add someone on Snap, and when you add someone on Snap, right, and the person doesn't add you back, and the person posts, you see them when you're following. Very crazy thing. And so you see them when you're following. So I hate that thing a lot. So if I add someone on Snapchat and then I see them on my following, I just quickly remove them because you didn't add me. So what the hell? So I remember a friend of mine, like a good friend of mine. She has been, both of us had each other on Snap for a long time. So normally alone. So yesterday I came on my phone and I came on Snapchat and I saw that she was on my following. Like I could see her story, but when you following, like when you do add someone, person doesn't have back, and I was like, what the hell? So I removed that, right? I removed that, but then I was overthinking it. Should I have reached out? Should I reach out? I don't know. I just cut it off. I was like, no, it may not be that situation. I'm thinking that she just removed me or something. So I reached out to her and I was like, telling her that, hey, did you like remove me from your stuff? She's like, no. I was like, are you for real? She was like, did I remove her? I was like, and I explained everything. She's like, no, it wasn't like that. And then the overthinking, like I was overthinking the whole situation. Did she remove me? Did she not? Like, why would she do such a thing and everything like that? And the overthinking just stopped when I came to my conscious mind that stop this. Like just ask her, like, did you or no? And then I tried to get clarity and she had me back and everything. So what am I trying to say? That's the first story. I want to say the three stories so that then I will not explain because I don't want to cut it short. Now this next story is very funny because it happened to me when I was still not too young, but I was young enough. So my dad one time came back, he got like 3 shoes and there was this one that was very nice. Like I loved that shoe so much, and man, that shoe was so good. Because I was like, damn, my dad has taste. So he got that shoe, right? And I remember vividly, I noticed he wasn't wearing the shoe often, like he didn't really wear the shoe, right? So I was thinking, should I ask him? Should I know? Am I being but he wasn't wearing it, I'm not being conventional. He wasn't wearing it, right? And so I remember asking my brother and my sister, what do you think? Should I ask? Like, go and ask him, because I pictured me on that shoe in different clothes. Like I remember picturing how the shoe look on this clothes, how the shoe look on each of those clothes, right? So I remember I pictured it, right? And then I just went up, to say what's the worst, I'm his son, like what's the worst to do to me? So I went up, I reached out and I was like, hey dad, like I love that, I would love to borrow that shoe for like an hour. So he was like, I should take it. And then I wore it, and I remember I borrowed it a couple of times till he finally just dashed me the shoe, and I was like, bro, I wore that shoe so much. I wore that shoe so much, I remember vividly. So that's one of the things. I was overthinking the whole situation instead of me to just do it, right? And then this last one, I remember it was very funny because it's a while ago. I was at the gym, a girl came in and she was like very pretty and all, and we both clashed eye. And I was thinking, should I go and meet her? Should I go and talk to her? Should I know? I was like contemplating. Later on, I stopped for a bit, and later on I went to talk to her, and I remember vividly, like a couple of times later, obviously I talked to her. And then I remember when we were talking later, and she was like, she always wanted to talk to me too, but like she didn't really, and for me, I was saying, what if she doesn't want to talk? So I was overthinking the whole situation, not knowing, it's not as hard as you get that kind of thing, it's not that deep. So anyhow, that was my overthinking phase. Seriously, never like you keep battling it and then you keep being more conscious. So firstly, overthinking is thinking on the situation over and over again to disrupt your mind. And for me, one of the easiest way I came to understand it is in the terms of looking at your conscious and your subconscious mind, right? And our conscious mind is more about the present things. It replaces the situation, how you want to do it, like preparing you for the action, right? While your subconscious is more about the emotions linked to it. Let's say, for example, I've asked someone for something and the person didn't give me. So if I want to ask again, my brain is overthinking first of all that how am I going to ask better, and then the subconscious, the emotions part is remembering the emotion that felt, how I felt when I asked and didn't get right. So those are the two battles that is constantly playing in your mind when you're overthinking. So it's like two kids in the house, they are constantly fighting. But then now this is where the solution comes into play, because overthinking never stops. It's not going to stop. It's always going to be that, because your brain is constantly trying to protect you. But the most important thing you can do is to be more conscious of that. Snap out of it, like this is it. So for me, when I know I'm about to go through that rabbit hole of overthinking, I easily snap out. Sometimes you may forget, but you realize, oh shit, why am I overthinking it? Snap out of it, right? So that's the first thing I realized, that overthinking will constantly happen, but what makes you stand out, or what makes you different, is being conscious about it. So if two kids are fighting in your house, or you're a parent and you see two kids fighting, you obviously don't sit down and allow them fight. You come to the realization that no, this is wrong, and you stop them, right? So that's how overthinking is. Your conscious and your subconscious are two kids fighting. They will always constantly fight. So if you're able to shut them out and say, no, I'm not allowing this to be, not today, Satan. But yeah, I'm always like, not today. You start realizing that it's to stop, right? It's not like it's going to stop, but your voice matters more than the voice that is playing in your head, right? So that was one of the first things I realized, that no, I have to like snap out of this real quick. Like, no, I'm not going to do that, right? So the first thing is snapping out of it, and I wrote a couple of things that helped me, because I needed not to forget, right? So the first thing that I did was snapping out of it, right? And the next thing I did, or the next thing that I think has worked for me so far in battling the overthinking, is knowing that, asking yourself the why. Why am I overthinking this? Like, what's the worst? Just ask yourself, why am I doing this? You want to do something and overthinking why, and be as honest as you can, because don't lie to yourself. Because when you lie to yourself, that's one of the issues. Like, be as honest as you can. Why am I doing this? And once you're able to create your why, you snap out of it. Then the next thing is just take a walk, because your brain is in constant battle. So you need a calm, you need something out of that space. Just take a walk, or walk out, or do something different, right? And then you realize it kind of stops. And for me, that's one of the things that has really been helping me. You walk out, you just snap your mind out of it, or you listen to something different, or you do things. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not a quick, like, all these things doesn't just happen at once. Your brain is like a muscle. You keep training it over and over again every single day. So it's not like all these things I'm telling you now will just happen immediately and then overthinking stops. No, it will still always come. It's always to come. But the main thing we're trying to do here is to make your voice have more control over your mind, right? Be more conscious about the situation. Be more present about the situation. Knowing that I'm not going to allow this to take me down a rabbit hole. I'm going to be as conscious as I can. I'm going to be as honest as I can to myself and know my why and why I'm doing this. And then with time, you know that things start getting better. You keep training your mind over and over again, and once you keep training your mind over and over again on something, it starts being clear, right? So these are obviously a couple of things that has helped me. Let me see, I did some research, so in case I can add one, but the ones I've told you are the things that have actually helped me, right? So you keep doing it over and over again. You keep doing it over and over again. You need to just be calm. You need to breathe in. Sometimes it's just breathing in, breathing out that will help you, honestly. But yeah, not to take much of your time. I think these are the things that really helped me, and it's a constant battle. Like, we keep doing it over and over again, but with time, we keep helping now. You guys, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and I love you all. We are all in this journey together, and you could just drop a like on the comment, or just say we overcome overthinking together, right? Just something positive, right? And I know for a fact that we'll get through all of this. It's all love, my bro.